Good afternoon, sir.
Good afternoon, Madam President. I rise in strong support of this bill, and it's particularly poignant for me because just last week, right in my neighborhood, there was a tremendous fire. And what was remarkable was the fact that we had fearless men running into that fire to protect the families that were living in that home. And what was remarkable to me additionally is the fact that as we stood around and watched, perhaps maybe even 50 yards away, what was left with me was the fact that they worked with such tremendous commitment to what they were trying to do. As families were breaking out of the house, these men were running in to save. And as I left that, it was an impression on me. That is really what it's all about. And as I kind of went home, I talked to my family. Their first reaction is, "Where have you been?" I said, what do you mean?" They said, "Your whole clothing smelled of smoke." I was no closer than 50 to 60 yards away, but during that 15, 20 minutes when I watched the fire, I was inundated with smoke and had that impact on my body. And that's what we're talking about here, is the tremendous impact, the tremendous exposure that our men and women in the firefighting category have to endure in trying to save lives. And I will frankly say clearly, I hate cancer. And that's what we're talking about here, is that we are providing a vehicle to solve a problem of men and potentially women in the firefighting force that contract cancer. And I want to applaud the whole legislative body in a truly bipartisan basis in the working group that we were able to convene, and then to incorporate different ideas and factions into these discussions. We included firefighters, we included municipal leaders from CCM, as well as small towns. We included experts in workman's comp, long-term disability. The work experience was something that we can learn from in this building, that people got together to solve a problem. And in this case, there is nothing more important than to protect and save the lives of the men and women who protect us. And that is, we're going to beat cancer. And the way we beat cancer is we pay them the respect and dignity that they need, and most important of all, we provide a haven and a pathway for them to get the cure that they need. At the end of the day, we're going to beat cancer, and we're going to beat it in a bipartisan, unified way to protect the men and women who protect us. So I strongly support this. I want to thank the senator for his work, but so many others were involved in this, and they deserve a tremendous amount of credit. It'd take way too long to acknowledge them all, but with that said, I also wanted to re-emphasize, this is for us to solve a problem, and the problem is to beat cancer. There can't be a greater purpose for what we do here than to beat that, and beat it all. Thank you.
Thank you. Will you remark further?